Watch the haters side by. Thinking that we're legends. Got the city on the rise, talking self-care. House moves, watch the energy multiply. We stay winning, yeah, we're doing our thing. Big dreams, big bang, let the money just rain. No stress, no drama, we just elevate. If it ain't love, then it's out the way. No complaints, we just shine. Living life, getting paid, feeling real divine. Real talk, real vibes, real ones in the place. With Chrissy Chanel, yeah, we set the pace.
Hey guys, it's your girl Chrissy Chanel, and I'm here with my special guest today. Hoodlum is in the building. He's here on No Complaints with me. Hey Hoodlum, how are you?
I'm good.
How's your day going?
Same old shit. Just want to get out of Canada because it's too cold out here.
I hear. Oh my God, happy Valentine's Day, by the way.
I don't celebrate this bacon day. What? I don't.
Okay. No,
You
happy.
celebrate this?
I love Valentine's Day.
Why?
It's for the geldom.
Yeah, that's
for
what
the
it's for.
geldom.
Just for the geldom. It's not for niggas.
Yeah, but it's time for you guys to
Just
let
for
the
one
girls
day.
shine. Yeah.
No, know what I don't like about Valentine's Day? This is what I don't like. A girl be on Snapchat. Yo, this guy ain't shit. This guy ain't it. Nah. Soon as Valentine's Day come, oh, he's the best with your little flowers and a little teddy bear. Stop it.
Well, Valentine's Day is a day to go hard and show them, maybe if you messed up a couple months before for the rest of the year, this is your time to shine.
Oh,
Yeah,
my birthday's 4 days after. I think that's my time to shine.
I hear that. But maybe for your girl or the special
I don't have
lady in your life,
I don't have
ladies in your life.
Ladies, don't put an S on it. Wow, she tried to get me.
Okay, he doesn't celebrate Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody else.
Yeah.
So now that I finally get to kick it with Hoodlum, do you have anything new coming up? Any new projects?
Yeah, I have an EP dropping. I don't know what I'm going to call it or when I'm going to drop it, but next 30 days.
Okay, in March.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say maybe you could call it Valentine's Day. 'Cause,
No. No.
But that's good. I'm excited for that. I do see you traveling a lot. Every time I look on Snap, you're somewhere else.
Yeah.
Any vacations coming up soon?
A couple of days, I'm out of here.
Lucky guy. I would ask you where you're going, but it's not good to tell
I'm
people.
going to DR.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going
Okay.
to DR for the first time. I've never been.
I thought you went there before. I
You
always
been?
No, I want to.
Yeah,
But what's the hype over there?
I don't know. I have to go see it. You have to go see it to witness it. You get what I mean?
Honestly, those places because I went to Mexico and I was so scared. I took my mom.
No, Mexico is lit.
I was so scared because I heard so much stuff about it. Trump makes it seem
Oh
like
my
Mexicans are this,
gosh.
Mexicans are that. When I went, oh my God, most elite vacation. I
Yes.
love Jamaica all the time. Jamaica's the best.
That's my
but
second best place, Mexico.
it was so
Where
good.
did
Shout
you
out to
go?
Dreams. Shout
Where
out to
did you
Dreams
go?
Resort. I went to Cancun.
Oh yeah, Cancun's lit.
It was. I even thought it was gonna be cold because it was in February, but the weather was so nice. The people were so nice. Oh my God, they had so much manners. I would love to go back, but
You have to go to Tulum.
you been?
Yeah, Tulum in Mexico.
By yourself?
I've been to Cancun and Tulum, both of them.
Yeah.
But Tulum is better than Cancun. Tulum is,
Is it tropical?
yeah, it's still Mexico. but
Oh, it's in Mexico.
yeah, it's in Mexico.
Oh, okay.
But it's more like, it's the black Mexico.
Oh, okay. Sounds like I
You
would
know what
love it
mean?
there.
Yeah, it's the black Mexico.
Yeah, this time I was trying to be safe because I brought my mom. I didn't want if we get kidnapped or
Nothing
nothing.
happened.
She tell me that
Everyone
I
say-
brought her.
It's just like Jamaica. They say, yo, don't go to Jamaica. How you go to Jamaica? No one's gonna trouble you if you don't trouble nobody.
That's true. That is true. I misjudged Mexico. It was great. I had a great time. The
That's
liquor
every
was
country,
great.
I believe. Till I go
I think so,
somewhere
too.
and something happens, it's all hearsay, she say, he say.
I hear that. That was my fault for misjudging them, but I would definitely, as soon as I went, I wanted to go back. I'm like, yep, I'm coming back here.
That's what I did. I went
Without
to
my
Mexico in February and went back in April.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was
I'm
lit.
definitely going back, but this time I'm not.
Not
I'm
going
going to
with
get a
mom.
rental. Because I like to have a rental so that when I want to go, I don't have to
You drive in Jamaica?
Definitely.
Oh, you driving on the next side of the road?
Yes.
Okay, you're a driver.
And I drive stick too, but let's not
you're
talk
a
about
driver.
that. Okay. The vacation was fun. I'd love to go back to Mexico. But let's get more into you since you are here.
What about me?
Let's get into hot and messy because that's my favorite part.
Oh my gosh, hot and messy sounds bad.
It's actually going to be great. So I have a question for you. What is your biggest turnoff when it comes to Toronto women? Not everywhere, just Toronto.
My biggest turn off, probably two would be hygiene.
Mm.
When a girl's hygiene ain't up to date, like when it smells musty with a little bit of the cheap perfume. When it smells like that, I don't like that, and I don't like a girl that knows all the gossip and mix up and what's going on in every hood.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy from that hood and that. You already know what type of girls those are, right?
That is true.
Those are the flags right there.
That is true. That's true. Okay, how about a whatless girl? You never said that. That's I think that's a pretty.
That's
big
what a
turn on.
whatless girl is. The girl that knows everything about everybody, not saying nothing. I tell you on the truth, I don't care about what a girl does for herself because I'm not. Well, she has to do something for herself, but not for me. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna do me regardless.
Right.
But in a note like whatless, I don't even
I hear
go
that.
around
I
that. That's
hear
not
that.
even my type of. No.
Well, some girls are good at camouflaging that shit.
Yeah, on
nowadays,
the
you know.
internet.
They look
But on
like
the
a lot's
internet-
going on and nothing's really
But on
going
the
on.
internet and real life,
Even in real life,
yeah, but
you can
on the
finesse
first
it to
day,
a point. I
no,
think you can finesse it to a point.
first couple of days, that's it. But after a while, like the fake comes out, like always. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
That's why I ain't got no friends. Well, I want two of them. Shout out the dogs. Them. You know what I mean?
I hear that. I definitely do hear that. What do you like the most about the women in the city? You're laughing.
I don't know. You can't say that.
You can.
That's not a. You can't say that because every girl in the city are not the same. There's
Yeah.
different types.
You're right, but overall, do you like Toronto girls?
Yeah,
Because
for
there's
sure.
some guys that don't.
I
fuck
love
with
Toronto girls.
Okay, great. So there has to be something overall that you like about them. Overall,
Overall, what I like is the variety of them. What? Real
that's not what I meant. I meant quality wise. Not meant the variety of them.
Real time, because there's variety. There's black, white, light skin, dark skin. There's everything. African,
I hear that.
Afghan, everything in Toronto. That's my thing about it. But every girl's different, so I can't put it in the same category, right?
I hear you. I hear you.
You know how Toronto girls are.
I do.
You know how your friends are.
I do. I do. I do. I do. Okay. It ain't tricking if you got it. True or not? Do you think spending on a female is an issue, or do you feel everything should be 50-50?
No, it can't be 50-50, but it depends the female. There's levels to kicking it with females. You know this.
Okay.
There's levels where
Mhm.
you're locked in, and there's levels where we're just mixing and mingling. Like
Even in the mixing and mingling stage.
I'm not gonna buy you, like go out of my way and buy you anything if we're mixing and mingling,
Okay.
because you have other mans too.
Are you gonna pay for dinner?
Duh, that's obvious. That's not chicken.
Okay.
Dinner's not
we're
chicken.
starting small. Okay.
No, dinner's not
So
chicken.
if you have
Dinner, drinking, smoking, all of that shit's not chicken. If you do that on your own, 'cause I
Great.
do that on my own, so that's not chicken to me.
Great. So say
Chicken to me is giving you money for sexual favors. That's chicken. I'm not doing that.
okay, you're going on a trip. Say you're going on a trip for your birthday,
Yeah.
and the person that you're fucking with wants to go. Are you paying for them?
Yeah, why? Yeah,
Okay.
it's my girl. Why is that?
But no, I said mixing and mingling. We're still at mixing and
No,
mingling.
mixing and
stage.
mingling. I'm not paying for you. We're not doing that
Why?
because you're not my girl.
But it would be fun to have her on the vacation.
There's other girls at when I land. When me, I'm paying for you to be eating, drinking, sleeping, or I can land out there and have my fun. No, I'm not doing that. If you're my girl, yeah, there's privileges when it comes to money. Like
I hear you.
I'm not gonna go buy a random girl a bag so she could go out with the next man on a date with the bag I bought her.
But some guys just feel like that's okay.
That's not okay with me. That's bad. That's why the game's fucked up. That's why the game's fucked up.
Wow. I hear you.
But if
I hear you.
you're a man's girl, anything you want. We done bought purses and jewelry and all of that. But for my girl, you know what I mean? I'm not doing
What
it
if you
for-
want her to be your girl? She's not your girl yet.
It depends how long we're talking, the levels, everything. Because you know how these girls are nowadays. They just like niggas.
I do. Wonder where they got it from.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. The ladies, they actually do. The ladies want to know what your type is. I don't even think you have a
What
type.
my
Can you say
type?
you don't? You like the variety.
I like a funny girl.
Yeah,
If you can make me laugh, I'll fuck with you.
that's it. That's the only requirement.
Yeah.
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 Shit. Okay. You like a funny girl, a sense of humor. Does she have to be able to dress?
Oh, for sure.
Can't be.
No, okay.
Can't be leaving out stuff.
Okay, for sure. Like that. Yo, Gelatory. Don't come on road with me if your shoes are scruffy. You know, I had to bat up someone just a couple of days ago coming on the road. You know the girls do the Uggs on the road in the wintertime.
Yeah.
If your Uggs are salty and stuff, wipe them off. Do something about them. Get new ones. Don't be walking on the road with the salty Uggs. That's not what I'm like, no.
You know what? It's so crazy because I was just talking with this makeup artist about this. Shout out to her. I was talking to her about leaving home looking homeless because sometimes when you have to run out, you leave home looking this is for females that are doing their thing, hustling, working, busy. You know, sometimes you leave your house just like shit. I hope nobody sees me. I'm going to get this. And I used to be so judgmental when I used to see people in their homeless stage. You know, you don't.
100%.
I'm like, fuck. I seen her and she just looked like, but now being somebody that's busy all the time, it's like when I see these people looking however they look, I'm like, shit. Even when you go to like a hairstylist or MUA and you see them just wearing whatever, it's like they got paid so much during that time that they don't even give a shit.
You know what it is? It's
so you
it's
might
not-
see the lean
Yo, know
Uggs
what it is?
on the first occasion.
You know, my mom used to bab me up from when I was little and say, yo, act like you have parents.
True.
Act like you have a mom. You know those ones?
True.
So from then, I was always like, when I step out, I have to be presentable. You can't be snotty nose, fucking shoes, fucking angling like that. You know how there's certain Uggs are slanted like this. Like you can't do. I know what I don't like. What the girl them be doing.
I'm scared.
I can't even say.
I'm scared. Tell me.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
Tell me.
No,
I
okay,
want to
no,
know so I can avoid it. Tell me.
No, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
Me. Come on, I promise.
Okay,
I
you
won't
know what
ask
I
you shit.
don't like? You know when it's the girl them's birthday? You know when it's your birthday, whatever? And the girl them put a pound of fucking powder on their face? It's like, baby, just touch it up. You look cute, boom, boom. But you know what I'm talking about, man. The big powder. Like,
Do I have that powder right now? I need to know.
No,
If
you
we need to
don't.
go to like a break.
no, you don't.
Okay.
No,
Yeah,
don't
so
do
I
that.
do-
You know you don't. But you know what I'm talking about.
I do. I do.
That's what I'm talking
I
about.
do. And the flash just makes it worse when they put
That's what I'm talking about. It looks like a powder face.
I
Like you're
know.
making pizza or something.
Yo, you know you're funny. You know that? Okay. Tell me a dating horror story. What was your worst date? How did it start? How did it end? Spill the tea. Actually, I want to tell you mine first. Because I guarantee yours can't be worse than mine. Okay. I was going out with this guy, I think to get Italian food. He came to pick me up. I parked my car down the
Wait,
street.
yo, is your first date?
Yeah, this is the first date with this person. I parked my car, told him to meet me somewhere. They met me. I walked up to the car. I'm walking up to the passenger side door, and from the whole passenger side, front and back, just has bullet holes in the car.
Oh my gosh.
So that was at
That's a
that
flag.
point I should have just went.
That's
to
a
my
red
house.
flag
But
right
I said,
there.
you know what?
He was cute.
He was like, I'm like, you know
He
what?
was cute for you to go in the car and you see bullet holes.
You're right. Or maybe I was dumb. I don't know what it was, but I'm like, okay, fuck it. Okay. I didn't even know it was legal. It's illegal to drive like that, you know?
Yes.
It's legal to drive like that. He's like, my bad. I just
That's
got
a
my
pullover
car
for
straight
sure.
from the pound and came here.
Oh my gosh.
I said, okay. In my brain, I was like, you know what? That's thoughtful. Instead of stopping and get the Uber,
Oh,
you
that's
came straight
thoughtful.
here. That's nice. So I'm in the car now, and I'm sitting there. I tried not even to move around too much. 'cause-
Wait, I don't want to cut you out. Is this years ago or now?
No, this is years ago. This
Like
was
how long ago? Uber times? Cause your taxis around there. You could have just taxied.
he could have just taxed. I
But
think
it's
he
just-
wanted to show off his car because it was a nice car. I think that was the point. But
It
like
was a nice
that was
car
a red
with bullets
flag.
in it.
Yeah,
It's
that
not
was
that
a,
nice
right?
anymore, baby.
What? Maybe he was. I don't know. I don't know. But I was just like, okay, fuck it. I'm already here. in the car now, and I'm just sitting there, not even trying to move, because I'm just thinking in my head, like, you know, when after the fact, you like now. I think about things before the fact, but sometimes you think about stuff after the
Yeah,
fact. After you
100%.
already made the decision,
Yeah,
and
you're
now
already
you're
there.
marinating in the
Yeah, you're already
decision.
there. You're already there.
I'm like, yo, just they shot up your passenger side. Like, that's the side I'm on. They didn't even care front or back. They didn't give a fuck. They just, okay, that's not, maybe it's over now.
And
It's
you went in there?
I went in the car. I'm in the
Nut.
car now, just
That's
sitting there.
That's not case.
Right, I know. Hey, it's the worst story I have. At least I had the story, because it was. I was sitting in the passenger seat, and then he puts on the music, turns up the music. I hate, number one turn off for me is when a nigga starts freestyling.
Oh
If you
my
are
God.
not a rapper, you should
Don't
not do these
freestyle.
things.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, if you want,
I don't even like freestyling for niggas not rap, but I don't even do that. Like, unless I'm in the studio.
but at least give them a warning. Don't just be like, yeah, this is the entertainment now. Like,
Oh,
I
that's
want
what
to
he was
hear the
doing?
music. So he put on this music. I realized after 12,
It was
13
him?
seconds, there was no singer on this.
Oh
This
my
is just an
God.
instrumental. So I knew the freestyling was coming. So the
This is what niggas are
freestyling,
doing?
yeah, the freestyling started, and I'm like, fuck. Okay, all right, where we going? Blah blah. We're gonna go get Italian. I'm like, okay.
How
So
good with the freestyle?
it was okay, but I feel like I was blocking it out because I don't like it.
You were hating.
No, I
You
wasn't
came
even.
with the hating spirit.
No, it wasn't hating. It was
Wow.
more just that.
Out of
Good
5,
or
what
not,
was it?
good or not. Why are you freestyling right now? Why are you doing
No,
that?
the first time I'm meeting you, I'm not freestyling with you. But if I'm comfortable with you, I'll freestyle.
Right,
'cause,
but
like-
this is our first meeting. Like, why
yeah,
are
yo,
you?
he was too comfy.
You're dictating so much. You're dictating that my side of the car is getting shot up right now. It's already shot up. You're dictating that I have to listen to you rap. It's just a lot going on. I'm like, you know what? Whatever. He proceeds to turn down the music and asks me, tell me, I know that you're solid. Can you do me a favor? At this point, I want to go home because anytime I hear the word favor, it always just, I'm just like,
Sounds like a freebie.
he's like, can you? I know this person, by the way. It's my first date with them, but I do know them.
Okay.
And he's like, can I keep something at my house for him? I'm like, I was so, first of all, I was so offended because, excuse me, but
Was it money?
we didn't get that far because I was just like, first of all, I don't fuck with you like that. You're not my dog to ask me these type of favors, to just be like, I assuming anything they want to keep at my place it's because you can't keep it at your own place.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's already not giving what I want to give you. People are shooting at you. So
Yeah.
it just,
yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Fuck the Italian. Let's just go grab something quick from McDonald's. Because that is close. I know it's close in proximity. I can get there, get back. At least you got food. Who told me to say that? The man started speeding like 160 on steals. My whole chest was hurting. Like, I'm like, why did I agree to this? Like, because he was mad. I don't know whether it's the freestyling, I don't know what it was, but he was cheesed that I changed the plans. And he was speeding. I told him, you know what? Can you stop the car? Can you slow down? He wasn't listening to me. He turned up back the instrumental. In my heart, I was screaming because I'm like, if my mom ever hears, if something happens to me right now, my mom hears the events that led up to this, she'd be like, you're a...
Yeah.
So
You
anyways,
deserve that.
long story short, he dropped me back to the building that he picked me up from. I was so happy. I was so happy to be out of the car. And that was the last date that I ever went on with him.
Yeah, that is. I wouldn't even. do
Oh my God. When he dropped me off and drove across the street, was driving away, the police came in like two of them, one behind him, one in front of him, pulled him up, talking about get out the car because obviously you're not supposed to be driving the car like
Obviously.
that. And I witnessed all that from across the street. I'm like, oh my God.
that. You would have been in the car.
And
He's an idiot.
I feel
Whoever
like
that guy is an idiot.
it was bad.
You could have Ubered. You could have taxied. You could have did something better than that. I'm not pulling up in no car with bullet holes in it. Tell you on the truth, I never even had a bad date.
Really? How fortunate.
No, I never had
How
a
all
bad
your
date.
dates go well?
I just had, dates go well, but doesn't mean everything goes well after that. You know what I mean?
So no
Like a
worthwhile
bad date?
story.
No, like
I
as a
feel
bad
like
date.
you have a lot of them.
No, as a bad date, I never really had a bad date because I'm not dating. I don't go out with a girl unless I know what type of girl that girl is.
True.
You know what I mean? So if I know what type of girl that girl is,
People can
survive.
people can seem like one thing and not be that.
no. I'm not one of those guys where I just go on dates and girl.
Okay. Okay, okay, I hear
You
that.
know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna get me like that
I hear that.
at all.
Well, that's great. Never
But
had
we
a
had
bad
bad
date.
girls like
Okay.
after dates when they were goody goods, and then been with them after a couple of years. You see the real them. You're like, oh, they were the demon.
A couple years that long to see that they're a demon?
You know what I feel like? I
Are
feel
you
like
a good guy?
yeah, for sure I'm a good guy. Why wouldn't I be? Why no? For sure I'm a good guy. Why wouldn't I
Okay.
not be a good guy?
Okay.
I just feel like you can't. Let's say with a female, you could deal with a girl, but you will never know them unless you live under the same roof with them.
You think so? I feel like you could be around a guy and you start to know him when he gets mad.
It gets mad now.
Yeah. I feel like people when they get into their true sides just seep out. They can't control it anymore. When things are
When
good,
you're mad, you can't judge someone when they're mad. When they're mad, you're mad. When you're mad, what you like? Can anyone talk to you?
when I'm mad, I won't. You piss me off, I'll say fuck you. Like, but I won't. There's a point where it's like, wow, this is who you really are.
No, when it gets physical.
further. No, not even physical. Just based off of the thing someone says. Like, okay, I'm talking to you. We're having an argument. Okay, fuck you. That's understandable. That's something where you could go back later and be like, you know
when you're
what,
saying some
my
foul
bad.
shit.
When you're saying, oh fuck you, that's why I'm gonna call the feds on you.
No,
It's,
that's
or that was just an example of something, but
No,
that was the first thing that
that's-
came to
yo,
my
that's a
head.
no good
Or
guy.
I'm gonna post a picture of you on Snap, a picture that shouldn't be on there,
that's a waste suit.
and then you come back like,
Only
oh,
a waste
I'm
suit.
sorry.
No, but that's waste niggas. That's the niggas. Girl, I don't know what's with the geldom right now.
I don't know what's with the niggas right now.
No, I don't know what's with the geldom right now. The
I feel like
geldom
there's
get
three-
bamboozled off of the internet and social media and be like, yo, this guy's the guy. And this guy, and then when you really go and meet them and see them, they're not living how they're saying on the internet. Everything's not how it is. Like, and that's girls' downfalls because you get so committed to this one nigga, and then when you see the real deal, it's like, oh, you fucked up.
I don't think it's that. I think it's that I feel like I'm pretty good at scouting out niggas. I feel like
Oh, you're a scout.
I am. Shit, it's been so many years in the game, and I have to learn something. But I feel like I feel like they can keep up a facade for so long till it's like something starts to crack. Like, just because you drive a nice car, you live somewhere, you
that
can go
shit
on
is-
vacation when you want, that doesn't equal a good nigga. That doesn't equal a real nigga. That doesn't equal nothing. It
like
just
that. Yeah, that's
it's
just
still just the basic-
materialistic.
yeah, it's
that's
still
just
just-
money shit.
Exactly. So I
There's-
feel like once they get comfortable, once it's a 1-2 argument where they're a little bit shook up out of place, that's when the real stuff, the real them starts slipping out. Like,
No, know what I feel weird about the geldom? The geldom be judging niggas off of their pockets.
that is so true. That is true.
And it's like, I'm a type of
That
nigga.
is true.
I come on road with money. I always have money on me. But no one's gonna know what I have. I know what I have. Not even the girl I'm laying down with knows what I have. Because I know how it goes. You know what I mean? We have to be locked in for years on years for you to know what the fuck is in my stizzy and what I'm perking in my life. You know
So
what I mean?
you feel like girls only talk to certain guys because of money.
100%.
So what I feel like the other part of
There's two things.
Okay.
Money and clout. Those two things, girls in Toronto go goo over. And it's like,
It's funny. Clout
and a
doesn't
lot of
matter.
the people that have clout are the brokest people.
and the wackest.
The worst people, and all these guys on the internet that you guys think are living their life, and
I don't think
even the
nobody-
geldom. Oh my god, let's not forget the geldom.
What about
The
them?
geldom on the internet that are living their life, and a lot of them are just doing it for social media. In real life, they're not really living like that.
We're gonna save that for the other segment because I have to ask you about that. But that's only a few. That's only a few.
Not
But
a few.
It's majority of the guys.
It's a
majority.
majority of the girls and guys, both. I feel like it's both in Toronto. That's how I feel. Like, I feel like capping is so fucking.
That's true.
It's
I
so
can't even
good
argue
in
with you there.
Toronto that it's like guys and girls do it. It's like, buddy, if I don't have it, I'm not doing it. I'm a real nigga. If niggas are calling me, yesterday niggas like, yo, let's go to the club. Like, I'm not going to the club to buy bottles right now. Like,
I
I'm
hear
not
that.
doing that. Like,
I
I'll
hear
fly out.
I definitely hear that.
I already clubbed in Toronto since I was like
15, 16?
Yes. So if I've been clubbing from that long to now, what amuses me in Toronto? The only time I'm popping out to a club if I'm supporting like Snoopy or a nigga like someone I fuck with. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pop out. I spend a band or two and I'm out. I'm not fucking going to the club every weekend. Be around the same people every weekend.
I know, and they're not saying nothing. You know they're
Nothing.
not saying nothing. That's the worst. Shoot,
I'd rather be in my house.
me too. Watching
That's how I am.
Netflix.
I'd rather be in my house.
I'm watching Netflix, drinking my wine.
And they're like, why aren't you outside? I'm like, number one, it's cold. Number one, I'm not going to stand in the line in the club to wait to see nobody.
I hear that.
Just is not summertime. I'll fly. Yo, you could go to the club in Mexico. You been to the club in Mexico?
I want to. It
It's
looks like it's lit.
You never went to the club in
No, because I
Mexico?
was with my mom and she didn't want. I'm like, come on.
Oh my
When we were driving to our
gosh.
hotel, we had this nice little private driver. He was so nice, and he was playing all these tunes. I don't know what they were saying, but they were lit. I'm like, this is lit. I'm like, do you know any clubs out here? And he was telling me a whole bunch. I was looking at my mom like, my mom, my
Yeah,
mom
you
wasn't
have to
having
go
that.
on your own. You have to
She
go on
wasn't
your own.
having that, but
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
have to
you
go
know
with the
what?
girl them.
Right, I'm definitely
You have
gonna
to go
go
with the
back
girl them.
and go with my friends because I know anywhere we go, it's a turn up. But the clout is definitely. I don't even know why girls go for guys with clout because I feel like when you have clout, you're known, and when you're known, I feel like niggas feel themselves so quickly, like for no reason. No, they do. They feel themselves. They get a little inch. Like, you know what's so crazy? I was looking at I was like literally the day before I was talking about this girl's relationship. I'm like, her man, he seems like he's so down to earth. He holds her down. They have 2 kids together. They're doing their thing. She is a boss. He's a boss. And the next day, I hear this nigga has a whole next gal pregnant. She just had a baby.
Sure,
I'm
but
like,
the internet is the internet. This is my downfall with this is what I hate about Toronto girls too. This is my downfall. with
but you
Toronto
brush
girls.
that. The fact that
No,
he dogged her out.
No, this
He
is
dogged
what
her.
this is what I hate about Toronto girls. Know what Toronto girls do? They base everything off the internet.
But it's not off the internet.
Like
It's a real life
with a girl,
situation.
I'm with a girl for years, and she's talking about, oh, you never seen Little Baby by Jada Waiter this and Moneybag Yo by fucking Ari this. I'm like, they're rich. Number 2, when they break up and you find out that was cap, the island was cap, this property was cap. It's like, you see what you believed in? This is why I don't believe the
But it's
internet.
not about the internet. That was just a situation from people higher up. This shit happens every day with regular people.
No, but I feel like in Toronto especially, people be on social media so much and thinking like they could compare with fucking Jada Waiter or fucking Ari. It's like, buddy, you're in a different category. You're fucking
True.
different guys.
That is true.
They're fucking Moneybag Yo Little Baby.
That's
You're
true,
fucking,
but they're still getting the same outcome as you fucking the regular guys. It's still the
not
same
really, because
outcome getting.
they're actually gonna be crying in the double R. You're gonna be crying in
That's
your
true.
Honda.
But not every girl's like that. There's some girls who are having niggas buy them
Everything.
BMWs and
100%.
Mercedes and putting them in
100%.
condos.
No,
but
for
it's
sure.
still the same outcome.
That's how you know. So what are you looking for out here now? Why would I be looking for a girl to wife a girl right now in this stage of my life, knowing this is what the girl them want? They just want car
But not
notes.
every girl's like that.
90%.
Yeah, and there's like 3 good guys left in Toronto.
That's cap.
Okay.
That's cap.
Please find them
Cap.
so I can put them on.
What
on
the hell
my
is she
podcast.
talking about?
'Cause
That's cap. The whole gang's full of good niggas.
Oh, it's
Come fuck with the gang,
Okay,
baby.
all
Come
right.
fuck with the gang. What are you talking about? You can't say that. Don't say that. 3 niggas?
Hey, you know what?
So how much good girls are in there in Toronto?
There's many. I feel like you guys are ruining them. I have friends that are good girls, and I'm not one to cap either. Some people, the treatment that they get is the treatment they deserve. You know what I mean? Some shit, when you see
100%.
some shit happening to some girls, it's like, yeah, what did you expect? Look how you present yourself, look how you put yourself out there. But I do know great girls, who get treated like, and slowly
No, what it
being
is?
in
I
friendships
feel
for
like-
so long.
No, I feel like relationships for so long, it gets when shit doesn't elevate, it gets watered down. It's the same shit, same vibe, same everything. I've been in a relationship. My longest relationship is years, and it was
How long?
like 9 years, 8 years.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
8
nice to know.
years. What?
Shout out to her.
Remember, your first year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years is nice, and then it's like it's repetitive shit.
Not
The
really.
same arguments, the same.
The same arguments equals no change. Because that's why
Exactly.
you'd only be
So
arguing about the
there's
same
no
thing.
elevation in it because it's the same type of vibe. So now you're looking outside of her because you're like, oh fuck.
Or you can fix it with her. You can fix it with her.
Not all the time.
I mean, if your program's not running the way you want it to do, you just give up and say, I'm not doing this anymore.
No, it's not that. It's just Programming a female student.
I mean, listen, I feel like you have to be.
A female comes with a lot of emotions.
Yeah, and I feel like
a female will go to bed and wake up and had a bad dream.
and most of the time those dreams be hidden in the spot.
And then they will take it on and you're like, the dream is fake, baby.
Yeah, and you could help her through that as the man.
No, I'm not making you feel that type of way. You know what type of dreams I'm going through? Yeah. Fuck off. Like, fuck
I'm just
off.
saying, I feel like I used to say niggas are dumb, blah, blah, but they're not. They're really intelligent. And I feel like to be able to do things that, okay, take away the 9 to 5 guys, shout out to them. They're great. Let's go to the street niggas who are on the street doing their thing, hustling, whatever they're doing. In order to sell something to someone takes a lot of skill. In order to be in that profession, you have to be
100%.
skilled. Because there's people who go get co-signed
I
and
can't even
nothing
get no money.
happens.
100%.
You know what I mean? So it does take skill and it does take being smart. Is that the only where the sense stays?
No,
Because
but
it can
no,
be
but this
applied
is-
to so
this-
many
this-
other
this-
places.
This is where people get to when they get to that stage and they get bread. It's like, you think I'm gonna risk all of this and get all of this to spend it on you?
But it doesn't. But you don't.
And then something happens to me. Let's say I go to jail. Yo, you know what? No one it's bad for niggas. You go to jail and then you're like, yo, this is your girl.
but
When
you
people see pictures, you're gonna see a nigga on the range like, oh, I hit that. Oh, yo, this my nigga hit that. That fucks with a nigga. That fucks with a lot.
But it doesn't have to be. That's not always that way. Sometimes you do have a good girl, and that's the person that you
I
picked.
know, but a good girl comes with a past too.
Everybody comes with a past.
So it's like it comes with that. Like it's just hard. I feel like you should just be single till you
What?
know this person is really your person.
But how do you?
'Cause I
You
feel
never
like-
know that. You could think one thing on your end, and on the other end, that person is.
No, 100%. But I feel like people are doing like right now Valentine's Day. I feel like a lot of girls just had a man for Valentine's Day just to have a man for Valentine's Day to make it look cute for social media. You know what I mean?
I feel like those are the bottom of the barrel girls. Like that shouldn't even be where your attention.
Majority
is
of Toronto girls. You want to go through social media?
there is,
right now?
and I agree. I agree, but not all.
Not all. There's good girls out here. We're not gonna say there's not good girls, but not all of them are good girls. For every 10 of them, there's probably 1, 2.
Yeah, and for every 100 guys, there's like one good one. One.
What is a good guy? That's what I want. to know.
Um,
What is a good guy? 'Cause you
A
can say,
good guy is somebody that tries, is loyal. I don't care what you do. If you're loyal, that's already a big
what
check
makes you
mark.
loyal?
Not fucking other girls.
That's
While
not
you're
loyal.
with
I could fuck a girl and not care about her and come
But-
back to you and still love you.
Okay,
That's not.
great, and I understand that, but that's not what I want.
Yeah,
I
for
want
sure.
somebody
That's
who's not fucking other girls.
Everyone wants that, but
Exactly.
everybody's fucking.
But every nigga.
Every
I-
girl is
no.
fucking too. Stop playing. Stop it. Stop it. Don't lie to the internet. You know all the girl them.
They're
the girl
not.
them are
I know
worse than
some
niggas
good
right now.
girls. Like I feel like you guys turned them so bad, and then when they're bad, that's when you take it. Like, oh shit.
Some of the
But
girls
it's like
are listening to Sexy Red and fucking Glorilla saying fucking for a bag and leave him and do all sorts of shit. This
but
is
are
what
they-
the girls
but
are
they-
encouraged by.
But are they doing that?
A majority of them are. A lot of them are. Like, are they doing that? Yes.
Listen. Well, I don't know. I can only speak for myself and my circle, and
You can't even speak for yourself.
I can.
Yo, know what I realized about the Geldom? This is what I realized about the Geldom too. The Geldom would be like, yo, I know my friend, but they don't know you because like I've been with girls. My girl is saying, yo, my friends know, like they don't know what you're doing behind the scenes.
That I think so. I know majority of what my friends are doing. behind the
Yeah,
scenes.
but you think, but you don't know 100%.
I know they're
'cause
not-
a lot
I
of
know
this-
I know they're not fucking everybody. I know they're not fucking for clout. I know they're not
How
fucking
do
for
you
a
know
bag
that?
because they have their own bag.
Okay, yeah, you can say that, but that doesn't mean you still don't know who they're fucking.
But I feel like I do. I feel like
So
my
what,
friends,
all your friends know everyone you fuck?
not everyone.
Exactly. So
Not
that
everyone.
to show you,
Not everyone before they came along,
No,
but I feel
no,
like
no,
they know
no.
enough. They know enough to make good judgment.
for sure.
They
no,
know enough
no.
to be like, hey, she'll do this or hey, she won't do that. They know enough to say that, and that is good enough.
Yeah, I get what
I know
you're
they're
saying.
not fucking for a bag, and I know they're not
How do
using
you know
niggas.
that? You never
because
know
I,
that.
because
You
I
can't say that.
do.
You
So how
can't
do you?
say
So
that.
how are you telling me all your friends are good guys? How do you know that? You can't say that.
I can't even say that either. I can only vouch for myself. I can only vouch for myself. But my niggas are good niggas. You know what I mean? Just like what you're saying. You can't vouch for it because you don't know. You don't know what they're doing right now. You know what I mean? If you're not around them, there's a lot of people that when they're around you, they put on this little wave. When they're not around you, you don't know what they're doing. There's a lot of
I'm
girls.
talking about your real friends, like your real
Even
friends.
your real friends. I had friends for fucking 20 years. Until 20 years hit, I was like, what? That's what he was doing behind the scenes? Like, don't act like that. You know that. It's the truth.
I'm gonna have to do some research on that.
It's why you can't even have friends. You have to have family members.
I do. I definitely agree with that. You can't have friends. You can't. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's get into some real talk Toronto. So this is the part of the show where we get into some real Toronto issues. And it's funny because I heard you touch on one of them in another interview that you did. So, as an artist, a hustler, an entrepreneur in Toronto, what do you think is the downfall for people in the city? What do you think needs to change for more people to eat and really prosper in the city?
For niggas and girls, or like for everybody, or rappers, like what, like in
I
general?
would say for men.
I feel like for men need to more focus on the bag and stop focusing on niggas.
I hear that.
Pause. You know what I mean? Because a lot of niggas be waking up and thinking about niggas.
That is true.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, fuck this nigga and fuck that nigga, or I hate this. So, nigga, you're waking up and thinking about that nigga? You think that nigga's
Right.
thinking about you?
You're right.
Go get a bag or something. Go get a job. We ain't a 9 to 5. It ain't bad to get a job either.
Right.
Go do
Nothing's
something
wrong with the
productive.
job. What about females? Is it the same?
Same thing too. And females, I feel like in Toronto, the females don't. How do I say that? The females want to be boss. There's a lot of boss bitches in the city.
There
You know what I
is
mean?
many.
But I feel like they're like niggas. They're all ignorant. You know what I mean? Where they don't think of the bigger picture. And I was like that too. But it's like now you have to think of it like. Let's put it like this. If you go on Snap right now, there's 10 girls that do nails, 10 girls that do fucking hair, 10 girls that do makeup. It's like, why don't no girls that do nails, makeup, and hair all link together and have one shop? And it's a one free for all. You come through and it's a whole walkthrough. You could get, you get what I mean?
They don't want that.
That's why. This is why the Geldom are where they are, and that's why niggas are where they are. Because Toronto's just hating.
You're right. I was waiting for you to say that.
It's
It
just
is.
a hating ass city.
It is.
Niggas don't want to see you better, doing better than them. They don't want to see you doing good, period. They just want to hear the bad shit. They don't want to hear the good shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I do.
And once Toronto links start linking and people start doing proper link ups, even with niggas, even with the rappers in the city don't want to link because there's so much politics and so much this and so much that.
I know.
Females, there's not politics. No one's dying.
All the females are hating on the low.
Everyone
they have
hates
they have a bunch at the top. They're like either they want you to succeed, they see you doing your thing, or they don't want you to get up to where they are, and the rest of them are
Yeah,
hating.
100%. No, I know that because I know them. I know exactly who they are, and I know this. But it's like you have to cut them off, and people have to be like, yo, know what? We have to get together to make it move as a unit.
Yeah.
That's the only way it's gonna happen. A one person doing something not gonna work for. It's gonna only work for how long? You know what I mean?
That's true.
Like right now, if you have I never even heard, like, as I said, there's girls that do makeup, hair, nails, this, that, have lingerie, this, that, and there's not even like I don't know a one shop where you could get everything in the one shop.
I know.
Because girls don't want to link and be like, yo, we could all get a bag together. Let's get this spot.
But you know
You
what?
have this spot over here. This is over here. And we could get all eat. But Geldom don't even want it. Everyone wants to be better than the other.
You know another thing, I do hear that, but apart from just no one wants to link, a lot of people are weird.
100%.
You could be a sick business owner and a weird individual. It's like you don't
100%.
realize that till you actually start talking to people and realize like, fuck, I don't want.
But you have to. It's business, never personal. You know what I mean?
It's hard to do business the weirdo, eh?
No, but know what it is? When you come to a level where you have to understand, it's like, this is my business partner. This is who I do business with. This is not who I'm linking every day. I'm not parting with him. He doesn't know my mom and my dad, and you know what I mean? He's not meeting my family. So I do business. It's like the work hours, 9 to 5. You don't like your boss. You don't like who you work with, but you're there to make the money and you're going home after you go home. There's no
Yeah, but you only think that way because you have a business mind. Not every.
Yeah,
Just like
but
the
that's
females,
how
not
all the
every-
business mind people need to start thinking now. Like,
That's true.
we have to start getting together to make this shit rise up. You know what I mean? Cause or it's gonna be the same shit.
Right. And I feel like that's what
neck.
the States has over us. Because those States girls, they do that stuff.
100%. Cause there's no hating. Cause they know everyone's gonna get a bag at the end of the day. It's the bag that we all want, but everyone wants the bigger bag. Everyone wants to be the bigger person. It's like, slow down. We could all eat in the next
Right?
2 years, 3 years.
Or
We're
it's
all
the
gonna
bad
be
mind.
eating.
It's also the bad mind when you see somebody just doing their thing. It's like,
And I feel like I feel like it's not even Toronto. I feel like it's black people in general.
that is
You know what I
true.
mean? Because
That
even
is
when I go
true.
to Jamaica,
Oh my gosh.
I
Let's
go
not
to
even talk
Jamaica.
about there.
The blacks are saying so much shit about the blacks. They don't even want to go to a black store, but they go to the Chinese store.
Yeah.
They go to the Indian man store in Jamaica or the Chinese man store, but they won't go to the black people store. It's the same thing out here. It's just I think it's like in the DNA.
Right? It's just modernized now.
Yeah.
They're
They
less
put
in
it in
your
our
face.
brain and people gotta customize to hating on each other instead of we will show other people love more than we will show our own people love. It's
I
like
know.
how bad is that?
I know.
As
That's
black
crazy.
people.
It's crazy too. And the other side of that, especially talking about the Jamaican culture, is like, I feel like I love Jamaica.
100%.
I
I
love
love it too.
Jamaica.
That's where I'm from.
But there is the downside of Jamaica with the people that are not the most pleasant,
Bad mind.
with the like wanting. In Jamaica, there's people who are
Oh,
feel like
no.
they're entitled. Like, you should give it to them because they're not
100%.
they're not in the position that you're in. So you should be okay just giving it to them.
That's why
And you feel the guilt of it.
No. That's
I
what
feel they
happened. with
brought
me.
that here.
No. I get what you're
They
saying.
brought that
I
here,
hear
but
it.
modernized it. Like, you don't. It doesn't look like you're asking, but you are asking. It
Yeah.
doesn't look like you're begging, like how they
Yeah.
do in Jamaica, but you are doing
You
it.
feel entitled.
Exactly.
The entitlement in my shit that you're not working for.
Exactly. They just brought that mentality here. And it's crazy because as you get older, things that you never really paid attention to when you're younger, it's just so bold now. It's like,
Yeah, 100%.
we do need to do better, and you are right. Okay. My second question for you is about a topic that I love. Drug use in our city and it's mostly with the men. What are your
No,
thoughts?
whoa.
It is. It's in all
This
the.
girl trying to throw cap. How
It
much girls
is.
do you know are taking perks?
But it is mostly with
How
the
much
men.
girls are taking Molly right now in the
Let's
city?
look at the statistics. It is mostly the men, not only black men. I'm talking about overall in the city.
I feel like it's the same. Everyone doing drugs.
Okay, everybody's doing drugs. What do you think? Perks, Xannies, Mollies, such drugs like that, are they acceptable and now
No.
part of our aesthetic in Toronto, or do you think that hard drug use is a no and we need to
It's
stop
a no,
normalizing
it's
it?
a no. I don't do. I never done lean. I never done
Me either.
Molly and fucking all these drugs everyone does. I never done it because
Yeah.
it was never cool in my time. My time was weed and a bottle.
Yeah,
You'll be good. Right now it's
everything. I don't even think hash was a thing. Like,
hash was a thing back in the
Was
day.
it?
too.
I don't even
No,
remember
it
that.
was a thing. Hash been around. Hash is weed.
oh
So
no,
it's-
what am I thinking? What am I thinking about? Am
So
I
it's
thinking
like-
about shatter? What am I
so
thinking
it's-
about?
So is it like you see like fentanyl and these
Mhm.
like new little drugs? That's what's getting mixed in your little pills that you're popping, and that's why I don't do that
So
shit.
that's not it. You would never.
No, I would never because
You don't
I-
think it's okay?
it's not okay because if you're getting shot and the doctor's giving you perks to get better, what makes you feel like it's gonna be good for you to do it when you're just normal? Like, what is it doing for you? It's obviously doing something bad. You know what I mean?
I hear that. So, would you look at a friend that's doing drugs as a drug addict?
Yeah, 100%. My friends are drug addicts. I bad them up all the time.
The good ones?
Yeah, there's some good ones that do drugs too.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Clarifying.
There's some good ones that do drugs. I'm the friend that gets at them. I'm the one that just first you talk to them, and I feel like once the talking stage is over and they still do it, you start laughing at them. That's when they start to know themselves, cause people are just popping shit and drinking shit and doing shit, and like, what are you doing?
Right?
Like, are you crazy?
It's normal. It's normal nowadays.
No,
Even
it's
these young
nuts.
kids.
No, it's nuts right now. But the girl them are doing it too. Don't think
They
just
are.
niggas
They
are doing it.
definitely are. They definitely are. But I just feel like, as much as niggas feel like they don't have, they definitely do have influence. Females watch and follow.
100%.
They set the trends and we follow.
Follow, 100%.
You know what I mean? So I felt like if they were to act like, no, this ain't it.
But that's to show you the girl them started loving those type of niggas. niggas that have no brains in their brain,
But
waking up and
but
drinking
you just
lean.
said that they're
Yo,
good
drinking
guys.
Lean, popping a perk, smoking a spliff, and those are who's leading you.
But you just said they're good guys.
They're good guys, but that's who's leading you. It's like, how good is that?
I definitely hear that.
And remember, there's a difference between popping it and doing it on a 1-2 days, whatever. I'm not even discriminating. You see, when it's an everyday thing, when you're like popping it every day, drinking every day, like, what do you think's gonna happen out of this shit? Your skin's gonna start to show. Your skin's not gonna. You're gonna see it in their faces. I'm not into that shit.
Okay, good. Neither am I. I'm not. That's not it. I
feel
don't
like
like
weed
it. I never liked it.
I feel like weed and if weed and drinking is not good enough for you,
You have a
you need to see help.
right. Right. It's not even funny, but you do.
You
You,
need
do
help.
need help. You do need help. Okay, this topic is touchy. I'm gonna ask it because you said to ask anything. As an adult and someone that's been progressive in the music scene in Toronto, do you think that two ops can end their beef peacefully and mutually and move on, or are some things just past fixing and ending?
It depends the level of the beef. I feel like there's a lot of fake beef. That's what the internet does. Even with everybody, girl them and niggas, you will have beef with someone and you don't even know them.
That's true.
You have beef with someone and you guys probably seen once or twice. It's like, what's the beef about? You know what I mean? I feel like social media fucked over that shit. You know what I mean?
What about more hardcore beef? Like, we're not talking about
When
those
it's
ones.
real beef,
Yeah.
there's nothing to squash. Like, what do you this is,
But I mean, like,
you can't squash something. Like, yo, if I went to a funeral or if someone went to a funeral and buried their loved ones, you can't tell that person to see the people that did it and just give them high fives and smiles and smoke with them and be friends with them. And it's not gonna happen. I don't know. Like, this is the streets we're talking.
I know, but
So
it's
there's-
like,
you
but
can't do it.
if you look at, like, okay,
The statistic of it and what it. But this is what you don't understand.
It's
This,
like,
this shit
people
been
keep-
happening before our times.
you're right, and it's continuing. Like,
Mhm.
aren't you tired of like
No,
every?
it's tiring. But
every-
you have to understand too. You can't. It's like, okay, you right now. You have a brother
I do.
right now. Knock on wood. I don't want to say nothing else.
Mhm.
I didn't want to say your brother. Okay, let's say someone that you love. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
have hard feelings, but it's just as good as a family member. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something happens to them, you're gonna feel a type of way.
Of course, I did, and I
So-
did.
So then, when you see the opposite side smoking on him and laughing about him, we can't be friends.
I know we can't be friends, but I had a situation like that happen actually with my best friend. And when I do see the other side, I always feel away, whether it's on internet, whatever.
You
but
can't be friends.
But I've seen so much people from my side drop out. I've seen so much people from their side drop out. It's like
You just
we just keep dropping out. That's just it. Everybody just keep dying.
no.
New youths, like, I'm old enough now. I'm still young, but I'm old enough now where I've seen kids from baby to
Smash it.
grown to dead. Like,
Yeah,
I've seen
100%. You see
the
it all,
whole
the whole
like,
line. You seen it, 100%.
I feel like two people should be able to be like, yo, this happened, it happened. All these killings already done happen. What's the point of continuing? What's the really what is
It's
the
not-
point? You're not getting paid. Like,
No.
there's no, you're going to jail.
Sometimes
you're losing
they
your
getting
friends. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
No, well, I
but
don't
you're
wanna
getting
say
paid
that.
to eventually what? Lose your
no,
life or
I
go
know,
to jail.
but yo, I'm gonna okay.
You're hot.
I'm gonna say it
You
for
can't even
myself.
drive around
Let's
the
say
city.
Myself, like say myself, like my dad died when I was in grade 3.
Oh, sorry to
So
hear that.
from grade 3, I've been a miserable individual. Before my dad died, I was a good kid. I used to like sports. I used to do da. When my dad died, it takes a toll on people.
Of course it does.
So it's like
I know.
you, and it's like you can't tell somebody how to deal with their hurt or their anger or something. Some people be like, I'm done with this and I'm off of this shit. And some people be like, I'm doing it for my cuz. I'm doing it for my bro. And you have to understand too, there's levels of it. It's like, let's say if me and my boy, let's say my boy died and we used to play basketball together. Every time I play basketball, I'm gonna think about him. And if me and my boy were doing everything in the street, like I wake up and we part every day together, we're doing street shit. Like street shit too. So when, knock on wood, something happens to him, street shit is accustomed to happening because this is what you signed up for.
I hear that.
This is what niggas need to do. Niggas need to stop signing up for this shit if they don't know what they're getting themselves involved in.
I hear that.
That's
too.
what it is. Because people get involved in shit and then things happen. It's like, oh my God, why did it happen? It's like, you didn't know what you signed up for? This is the real shit.
Okay, but somebody older than a young 15, 16-year-old nigga, like, this is what you would want to see continue?
No, it continued from my times.
It continued from before your time.
before
but
my
like,
time. So it's like, who am I to stop it?
but
If
who
it
are
was
you?
happening before me, it's like racism.
But it's like slavery. It was
It
happening
can't
before.
stop.
It did stop.
We're still in slavery right now.
Not as bad as we were before.
Not as bad as we were before, but it's the same shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So it's not gonna stop. It's like it's a thing where people need to. I feel like people need to have less hate in their heart. Once you have less hate in, people wake up angry and mad,
I know.
and that's why the world is where the world is right now. They wake up angry and mad, and they're just gonna go do their stupidest shit. Certain things. Remember, even in the Bible, Moses killed somebody.
Not you talking about the Bible.
You get what I mean? Like, people are forgetting about it. Like, you know, Moses killed somebody. Like, people be thinking like, oh, kill. Man, there's righteous kills. It's in the Bible.
Yeah.
It says it. There's things that say righteous kills.
So that's what's going on.
This
right?
is before. This is before our time. So if this is before our time, who are we to say what's a righteous kill? What's not a righteous kill? Right now, if someone to kill your best friend and you were to see them on the road, we don't know what you would do. That's the whole thing about it. That's what people fail to understand. It's not about. This is what it is. It's not about. Oh, I'm a sick man and this, that. It's about like the PTSD and the reality of the world right now.
But I feel like a lot of people are doing stupid shit that doesn't need to be done. Like, okay,
No, a lot of people
when
are.
I was younger, I grew up in the lane.
Yeah.
When I was younger,
Shout out the lane. Shout out LA.
when I was younger, there was a lot more morals. Like, things were still happening, and that was fine.
Okay, wait.
But
I don't want to cut you off. I don't want to cut you off. Okay, you see how you're talking about back in the day? Back in the day, why was it like that back in the day? Because there was structure. There's older heads that ran the block. They would
Right.
box a little nigga in their
Right.
face and send them about his. You think you could go box a little kid right now in Toronto?
You're right, but why did
Tell
it happen?
those older heads in the lane to go box a little kid in the
How
lane
did
right
it get
now.
like that? How did it get like
Because
that?
the kids are angry, you know. They get angry and angrier. That's all it is. The 80s babies were angry. The 90s babies got angrier. And then the 2000 babies got even angrier. And then now it's just, you get what I mean? And that's how it is. I don't even know how to, you can't prevent it.
Well,
I feel like prevention to this shit is you have to like remove him from the streets in total. Like, you can't live in Jane and Finch and think your kid's gonna be a good youth in Jane and Finch.
I know.
It's
that.
impossible.
I know.
You're gonna go to school, peer pressure, this, that. You have to fit in. It's common sense. So what do you think is gonna happen? What do you think is happening? This is the black people's
But
downfall.
I feel like it's miseducated. I feel like they're not educated. I feel like they're not educated enough, because as you get old, listening to how you talk now, you probably weren't talking that way when you were 11,
100%.
12, 15. I feel like you don't know enough about it. Is that just like what you said? Okay, growing up in Jane and Finch, it's so crazy because I had to actually do a paper on that, and I'm like, you know what? A lot of these people in these hoods, they're immigrants. Obviously, they're coming from other
all from-
places, and they're coming here.
We're all
And
immigrants.
You're right, and they're looking at this like, you know what? I'm getting housing, I'm getting help, I'm getting a home. They have no clue that they're leaving their war zone where they are to be in another war zone here. Nobody is educating that. They take their kid who's smart, intelligent, talented, they place them in this environment, and they don't know. They're gone to work, they're trying to provide. They don't know what is happening, what this person is getting. Their mind is now open to
And then
being in this
you're
head.
from Jane and Finch, right? So imagine how the schools were when you go to school and this, that. Like, remember, my kid's old now. Now you're getting calls like, yo, there's things happening at my school. It's like, what the fuck is happening at your school? Like, are you guys crazy? Like, are you understand what I'm talking about? Like,
But that's what I'm talking about, the education. Maybe if somebody told them, hey, this is what you're signing up. Hey, welcome to Toronto. Let me show you around. Let me give you a package saying all this glam and glitz that they promised you. This might not be the case. You're actually putting your kid's life, you're throwing
risk.
it into the fire right now.
no, but I feel like it's like, okay, it's just when you're coming off the plane, you're just thinking, I'm coming to something better.
You're right.
Like, anyone in Jamaica would die to be in Canada without the winner.
But they
They'd be
don't
like-
know. They could be-
until they
they-
land out here and you're in Jane and Finch and you're in fucking Malvern and you're in Rexdale and then you're in this environment. Now you have to move how you have to move. People die in these environments just from living there, just walking out, and just got killed for walking out and just dressing how they dress. And so it's like, you can't. I feel like the only way to beat that system is move them out of the hood. You can't be in Jane and Finch expecting your kid to be a good kid. That's how I feel. You can't expect your kid to grow up in Malvern expecting to be a good kid. because they're gonna go to schools. There's little wars, there's little beefs, there's little shit in these fucking internets. I remember back in our day, let's say like back in our day, a fight would happen at school, and the whole school would just know that person got beat up. Now that person gets beat up, everyone's phones out. You're on social media, you're on fucking YouTube, you're on fucking everything. Now that kid that got beat up, what do you think that kid's gonna do? He's either gonna destruct and be like want to kill himself or want to go kill something. And this is what happens. And you know what I'm talking about? These are the environments that you're growing up in.
I hate
Go
it.
to Barrie. Move your family to Barrie right now. If you move to Barrie right now, I have family out in Barrie. Those guys don't even know what the trench is.
I know.
You know what I'm talking about? So that's just to show you where we're living at and what they're doing to the PR people. Put them in Jane and Finch. This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna destruct. Put them in Malvern. They're gonna destruct. They're knocking down all these fucking hoods in region. Okay, not down region parks and all the region park guys to all these different hoods. What the fuck do you think's gonna happen?
Right.
They want this to happen. You know what I mean?
that.
But only the smart people that know and study and read this shit, they're gonna be like, okay, how to avoid this, what to do, what not to do, this, that. But people don't get a chance. People be dying at 16, 17, 18.
I know.
There's nothing we can do. I
Like,
personally
something
feel like
has to something. Like, I'm so like, honestly, I remember when like when I see girls now with their like guy best friends, and this is coming from the heart. When I see girls with their guy best friends or like their niggas that they grew up with, and they're, you know, when a nigga's around you and they're not trying to fuck you, you're actually like,
it's a family.
it's a different type of
It's like
love.
a family.
You know what I mean?
It's like
And I feel like so many females were robbed of that, like because all your niggas are dead. Like all the good people that you knew male wise are dead, like literally dead. Like that's for me. Some of them are in jail. You know what I mean?
100% jail. I
even look at like Doovie. Shout out to him.
Free Doovie.
He like I was watching him. He's from Connections. This is somewhere where I've been my
100%.
whole life, and I watched him come up. I watched him start off with his little baby
I
dreads. It's such a
respect
cute, such a cutie, and to hear that he's like going to jail for this time, like okay, it's just going to jail, it's just a little bit, but it's like, but it's not, because like you have so much talent, you have so much you could be doing, and like look at where you are. Like it hurts my heart because like it hits home because that's where I'm from. You know, I'm not from
100%.
Connections, but you know, it's like my second home.
Same ends.
And I'm just like,
I
we
feel like-
gotta, we have to. There
know what
has
I
to
feel
be
like?
something.
You know what I feel like? I feel like when we were kids, what are you? Your early 90s?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're early 90s, I feel like when we were younger, because I'm early 90s, I feel like we had older heads. We respected them.
You had
what
to.
what they said goes. And honestly, I feel like we feared them. You know what I mean? Like they put a little fear in these little kids and let them know, like, yo, kid, I'll punch you in your face. I don't care what you done in the streets. I know niggas that done so much in the streets and they still can't talk to certain older heads. And they never even done what they done. They just know, yo, this guy will punch me the fuck up because he knew me. He grew with me. I feel like
And you want that respect from the older head. You want that.
100%. So I feel like when we were younger, we had that respect and we grew with that. And then
What
people
happened?
started dying and going to jail. And then the connection broke. Where the young youths right now, like even the young youths in my hood, like when I talk to them now, it's like, I get what they're saying. It's like, yo, we had to grow ourselves. You guys never grew us. And it's like, who the fuck am I to grow them? It's like, fam, I have my own kid to grow. I'm in jail fucking, I just did a fucking 3.5 year bid, came out, then 2.5 years. Who am I growing? The time I touch road off of that 5 years, you guys are grown men now. You guys don't want to listen. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's where that's all the government. They did that on purpose. They got niggas bag, niggas is dying. All of this shit is all like hood shit. You go to fucking Barrie, go to fucking any other. They don't care about this shit. They don't have. This is only happening in Jane and Finch, Rexdale, Malvern, fucking all these hoods and all these metro housings in Toronto. That's where it's how it happening. That's why I feel like you have to move out of metro housing first.
But how do you do it when you can't afford it?
You have to afford it. You have to. I feel like, you know what I feel like? I feel like, especially like okay, you see the Jamaicans back home, they're so hustler mentality. I feel like the Jamaicans back here are like just lazy and like, fam, look at the Indians. The Indians, they were living in a house, 12 people in one house. Everyone's paying one bill, boom, boom. Everyone's boom, boom. Before you know it, next house, that 12 people, 6 and 6. Next house, everyone's divided. Before you know it, everyone owns house, everyone owns credit, everyone owns. We're not learning that in the black community. They're not telling you about credit. Your fucking mom and them are using your credit from when you're young. Now your credit's fucked up from when you're young. This, that. This is where we're coming from. You get what I mean? Now we just want cash. Cause we already know our credit's fucked up. You know what I mean? It's like it's just a fucked up. I can't even. I personally feel like this is how I feel. I feel like this shit been happening before I came out of my mom's front, so there's nothing I could do about it.
I'm telling you, knowledge
feel
knowledge
like-
is power. You know, knowing is half the battle. A lot of people
100%.
don't know. They
A lot of
just
people
wake,
don't even
they
wanna read
wake
a book.
They wake up and just go. It's just, what are you saying today? Nothing, chilling. Like, just go through the day. They go
100%.
through life. That's why I'm here. Cause I'm definitely gonna have some sort of impact on that, because it just can't continue. Especially when I take in the fact that niggas aren't dumb. I used to think they were
No,
dumb.
niggas are not dumb.
A little lazy some, but definitely not dumb. I just feel like everything is clout nowadays, and I feel like if you have enough, you can push certain things in a
I
direction.
feel like a lot of shit too right now is peer pressure.
that too.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like a lot of shit peer pressure. Like it's like even like you see you're talking about dude like me as being young, even like me when you're young and you're rapping and you're hot, you're the hottest, you moving in this. Older niggas supposed to wing you and be like, yo, you're done. You're only living in the studio and rapping. You're done. It's like a basketball player.
Yeah, I was about
You know
to
what I
say
mean? You
that.
see when a man knows, yo, this guy's next to go and ball, you're not even allowed in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You're not allowed to smoke. You're not, if we
You're all
even
getting
see-
mad. You can't participate.
You can't participate because we know what your dreams are, but they don't know it, but we know it. Nowadays, I feel like the older heads are corrupt, and even like
Yeah, it's
a
the opposite.
talented,
It's the
like a
opposite.
talented kid right now, be like, yo, know what? You're sick at rapping, but go body something so we know you're really sick or something, or go do something, and it's like
Or they be
it
like,
fucks
yeah,
over.
why you doing? Why you playing ball? That's
It's
not gonna
peer
make you no
pressure.
money.
You know what I mean? It's peer pressure. You know what I mean? I feel like older heads need to get back to being older heads, but young niggas are not listening to.
Where do you fall on that? Are you older head now? Do you
I'm
consider
definitely older
yourself
head.
older?
I'm
So
not a-
are you gonna get on?
I feel like young niggas don't listen. So it's like I can't even you can't even preach to a deaf ear. You get what I mean? What am I gonna do? Tell you, yo, go do this, go do that, and you're not listening to me regardless. You're gonna do whatever you're gonna do regardless.
Well, maybe you'll, get through to a 1-2, but you never know if you don't try.
I tried it and I never seen it happen
Mm.
yet. There's still everyone's on. I feel like it now. When we were younger too, we looked up to hustlers. We looked up to guy-
That is so true.
we looked up to the guy on the block that, like when the ice cream truck came, he
Mhm.
locking
Pay for
off the
all-
ice cream truck.
Mhm.
The whole hood's getting ice cream. That's what we looked up to. We're like, holy, he's leaving in his little Jaguar. He had something nice when you were young. You're like, holy, he's the guy.
You know,
That's
you
what we
just
looked
feel
up
so
to.
gassed,
Nowadays,
yes.
these kids are looking up to who's getting bodies, who the fuck is doing, who's shooting shit, and that's where the brain is fucked up. Where niggas will have more bodies than they have money.
Right?
You know what I mean? It's like, does that make sense?
Well, I think the older heads need to start doing something about that. You can't be.
Or the heads are scared.
I hear that
They're
too.
scared of these young niggas. These young niggas don't
Because they
care.
don't
These-
have no. They don't.
These
have-
young niggas will flip you and not
I
think about it
know,
the next
I
day. What the fuck am I risking my life to go talk to you and I'm gonna risk my life and I have my own kid to raise? Get out of here.
I hear that. It's
You know
tough.
what I mean?
It's tough.
It's hard. It's the trenches though. Like that's. I feel like you leave.
I
And
hate it though. I hate it because there's so much talent. Like there is so much talent.
I
Like,
mean, that's where the trenches is. Basketball, dancing, music,
Art.
any art, clothing,
Mhm.
drip, anything is from the trenches. We know that, but it's just the hate and the back to the hate. You're doing good in rapping. I don't like you doing good in rapping. I'm trying to destruct this. I want to kill you, shoot you, hurt you, remove you. You know what I mean? And that's what it is right now. So you in Toronto now, like a talented guy, you become talented. Boom, you're rapping, you're talented. Now niggas just want to kill you because you're talented. And then you end up on a screen, bro. This is what happens out here, bro. This is Toronto. I don't know. Nothing you can do, to tell you the truth, I feel like.
I'm gonna have to think about that one. I really am gonna think about it because I kind of agree. But there has to be something. There has to be some silver lining.
I want if someone finds the solution, I want to know it.
Okay. Well, thank you. Those are the questions that the touchy topics. Now we can get on to something less heartbreaking. Let's move on to playtime. I love playtime. Toronto trivia. Okay. Let's see what you know so far. After Carabana, which street is the street to be on? in
Young
Tor-
Street, obviously. I got shot on Young Street at Carabana weekend. That's to show you. Like, yes.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm dead serious. I got shot on Young Street at Carabana weekend. So it's like,
Wow.
Wow.
I'm sorry to hear that.
and that's not even no, like, and it's not even no option. It was like I was randomly on the corner and got shot. Like a man wasn't gunning
That's
for
not
me.
even funny.
No, I'm dead serious, too. That's the fucking thing. So, how good is Toronto? Young and Dundas, the heart of Toronto.
Recently?
No, this is like 2000. Fuck.
Oh my gosh.
15, 16.
You go back there?
Young
After-
and Dundas? Yeah, duh. What the hell? Duh. I know, are you
My
scared?
Gosh. Not scared. More like brings back.
I shot in
brings
my
back-
hood. I still go back to my hood too. See? It's Toronto. How good is it?
We need to do better, man. Not the first question. That's the answer.
That's the answer.
Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna ask you two more before I ask because I have to get this in here. Name a club in Toronto that closed down, no longer up and running. Name two actually, since you're outside.
I can't. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Yo, let me explain this. I was going to the club from young. So when I was
Right.
going to the clubs, I don't even be taking in their names. You know how they be switching their names every minute? You know this. So it's like I don't even be, when you say it, I'll be like, oh yeah, I went there when I was young, but
Do you remember like Home Nightclub? Do you remember Home Nightclub?
see, no. I'm not gonna lie to you, no.
Is Cool House still open? Do you remember Cool House?
Cool, yeah, duh.
Okay. Is Frequency still open?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you know one too. Okay, we're gonna get onto this because I have to fit it in there. So, this podcast is all about the ladies. Obviously, I'm always down for the Toronto girlies doing their thing.
Yeah.
The ones doing their thing.
Shout out to girl though.
It's my favorite segment. So women are doing it all nowadays and getting the bag, and I love it. I love that for us. Whether it be school, new careers, entrepreneurship, nails, lashes, blah blah blah. Do you have any ladies doing their thing that you want to shout out?
I have to go to my phone or something like. Shout out all the girl them.
Okay,
Shout out all the girl them in the city.
great answer.
All the rappers, the hairdressers, the makeup artists, the ones that do their nails, everybody.
Okay. And lastly, do you have any advice for women in the six or anywhere that are doing their thing, getting the bag, who may need inspiration, tips, or advice?
I feel like my advice should be get around the people that are on your journey, like that are motivated like you. If you're around girls that just want to go to the club and pop bottles and shake ass, time you hit old, it's gonna be drained out. You go around girls that she's hustling, you're hustling, you guys are all hustling. All three of you guys, four of you guys together, it's gonna be a monster team when you get together. You know what I mean? I feel like not even just to get them niggas everywhere. Toronto just needs to be more supportive and stop the hating shit. It's nothing to like something on Instagram. It doesn't cost you
Right.
nothing. It's nothing to comment, nothing to repost. I repost anything. Anything I go on my shit I like, I repost. It's internet. I don't give. This is why I'm me and everyone else is dumb. I feel like because people are just haters. People will
Right.
see you and be like, oh. Like right now, when you drop this podcast, they'll be like, what? She got a podcast? And I'm not even liking
Yep.
the comment. Same people that you, whatever,
And you know, those are probably the same people that are going to watch, even though they don't want to.
they're going to watch. And that's to show you. That's the fucked up part of the city. Once we break that, I feel like the city would be great again.
Okay. Well, that's all I have for you today, Hoodlum.
Okay.
It was great having you here.
It was great
Hope you
being
come
here.
back in the future.
Oh, I'm definitely going to come back. 100%.
All right, great.
100%.
And thank you guys so much for tuning in to No Complaints Podcast. See you guys next week.
Happy Valentine's Day.